Hey guys, how's it going? Albert Vericello here. Just wanted to do a update for some people who may be curious because it's been a while since I've been on here. I always enjoyed kind of talking, interacting, getting some all the info out there, but it's been a crazy time where no one really knows what's going on, and we're kind of in the same boat. And been looking to continue to push forward with the dream, even in the uncertain times. So, kind of going to be going through some of that stuff as to what we'd like to do in the coming weeks. Whether we can get to a gym, can't get to a gym. I mean, we have at least until the end of the month before we can start really planning and possibly getting anywhere. But we'll see what happens. But today was supposed to be the Premier Basketball League championship game. You know, it was a good season overall. Had a lot of fun this year. Had a nice group of guys. We're really starting to bring our group together and starting to click a little bit. And considering we didn't really get a time to like practice or anything like that, we always had to go off of basically practicing in games. And I was really happy with the group we had, just because a bunch of good guys with some talent and just wanted to work together. And hopefully we're going to be able to continue to build on this past season. The win loss wasn't in our favor. However, anybody I've really talked to, we really just started clicking together, and I just had a lot of fun. So I got to give a shout out to the DuBois Dream roster guys, everyone that came through and played the season, and I don't know what's going to happen with the PBL moving forward, but I know for us, we're going to continue to grow as an organization and try and build on this past year and, tweak some things here and there. But overall, just, I'm looking forward to another minor league basketball season. It's quite an abrupt ending to end season 4, but, this will only springboard us into season 5, and, hopefully we'll be able to gain some chemistry. And if it's got to be on an outdoor court, it's going to be on an outdoor court. But I'm excited to, I'm still hopeful get out and on a basketball court, so hopefully sooner rather than later. So kind of wrapping up the season, had some great sponsors this year, had, fans pack the house. It was amazing just to see kids night, just the whole gym full. It was great to see that again, and we're hoping to do that again next year. So got to give a shout out to our sponsors, our fans, everybody who helped out, all the volunteers. Just really appreciate everybody's time. And that was another thing. We were really starting to click as far as the volunteers and things going on. I mean, Gail and Rick, they had everything, good out front, especially Gail. She's a great organizer. And, everybody kind of inside helping out, live stream, Scott, Evan, all those guys, just from top to bottom, just really excited about where we're heading as an organization. Really got our feet underneath us. Gretchen, Donnie, concession. We had Holly out front with the merchandise, and then we had Mike on the mic and Bill on the live stream. Gabe and Zane a part of it. Carrie, Tammy. If I forget anyone, I apologize. Obviously Shirley. With the awesome pictures. Samantha. Unfortunately, she got hurt at the end of the year, but she was still there supporting. And Penn Highlands always there to help us out if we need them. And Penn Highlands kind of needs our support, so I got to give a shout out to them. I'm really impressed with how proactive they've been in this situation so far, and kind of makes me proud that they're one of our top partners. And you see them right on our jerseys. Proud to wear them for all that they're doing, and everybody on the front lines. Shout out to my brothers too, who are basically on the front lines, healthcare workers. You guys are doing a great job. For us to stay inside and really social distance ourselves. I was talking to my mom today, and it's kind of sad thinking that I may possibly be spending Easter on my own. But if it's in the interest of everybody's health and safety, I'll do what I have to do. So hopefully everybody else is the same. And I know I said it last time on Facebook Live. Hopefully we all can come together by not coming together. So I'm going to stick with that again. So everyone, please continue to just keep your space and keep yourself distant as much as possible. Get on Facebook Live if you have to talk to some people. See some great people on here right now. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Just because, although it's not face-to-face necessarily interacting, we're going to be trying to do that here with our AAU youth basketball program stuff. So I'll kind of springboard that into a different direction now. As far as social distancing, not sure how much longer we're going to have to do this, but I know a lot of people are familiar with Zoom because it's been happening with the online learning tools for school. And I know, especially here at DuBois School District, they've been doing online learning stuff. DCC, DCS, Zoom has been very popular, and people should be fairly familiar with it. So I'd like to kind of implement that, and if you guys think it's a good idea, I'd love to implement that for our AAU youth basketball teams, because then it's a little more of a interaction as compared to possibly the Facebook Live where Coach Jude, Coach Lisa aren't necessarily sure, who all is working at the time. On Zoom, you can see who's working, and you guys can interact more. And that's a way for us to continue to social distance, but also have some interaction. And we'd really like to do that. Coach Jake and I have also talked to implement that with our, middle school. All the way up, 12U, 14U, all the way up to our high school group, starting to get our group together and actually do these, Zoom sessions, because we're looking at this as separation time. That's what we're going to call it. Everybody basically has an excuse to say, if the season starts as is, going into the fall and winter time, everybody has an excuse to say, I wasn't able to get in the gym. I wasn't able to work out as much. Amanda, I'm glad you like the Zoom idea. So hopefully we can build on that. So I'll be sending out an email. But like I've been talking about, this separation time, everyone can use this time as an excuse. However, the people who don't use this time as an excuse and actually put in the work and do everything that they possibly can within their means and their resources are going to come out at a higher level than the people who use this time as an excuse, who sit back the entire time. Yeah, it's okay to stay inside and relax and rest, but you should be building on and trying to do better. I mean, if you don't have weights in your house, you can do push-ups. I know Bill Edwards, got to give a shout out to him. He's on our live stream, but he's also, pushing me. He's texting me every day. You get your 100 push-ups in, get 100 push-ups, get 100 sit-ups in. Even if you just got to start with 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, whatever you got to do, start with something. And then if you have a basketball inside, start dribbling, start doing the rotation drills, kind of the shooting rotation drills, the lazy Sunday shooting. That's an easy thing you can do while you are sitting on your couch. Chelsea, you like the Zoom idea too, so I appreciate that. I would like to bond as a team because I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be very difficult, I think, for us to get into shootouts and tournaments this summer, because I think Pittsburgh's probably in a worse spot than we are in right now, just because they're more of a hot spot and some of the other tournaments we were looking at. However, I do have some ideas as far as bringing our group together. I like the idea. I know, Chelsea, you brought this up, and I like that comment of bonding. We have a nice group of people who are all local. Our local area hasn't been hit as hard as some of these other areas, thankfully. So I'd like to bring these teams in. So if we got to start, somewhere and they start opening up the outdoor parks, maybe we can get our groups out there. And start bringing them in. If we have 10, we can play 5-on-5. We're still going to be following social distancing guidelines, but that's kind of a thought I have, as well as we're going to bring them in for some workouts too. So we're going to adjust. I just don't want this summer, and I don't want anyone to think this spring summer is going to be a bust, because you can always put in more work, and we're going to adjust, and we're not going to take it as a loss. So if we're going to start with Zoom and work on the skills, and everyone can kind of interact and start forming a bond, you're going to start meeting more people who enjoy basketball and want to work, because we're really going to see who wants to work on these Zooms, because you'll see who's on there. Use those resources. I really want to see people who want to reach out, especially want to focus on the high school level. If you guys are looking to get into college, I don't know why right now you wouldn't be starting to reach out to college coaches. Especially if you're a junior, you really should be putting together some type of highlight or videos and sending them out to college coaches, because where college coaches are right now, they have to sit inside too, and they have a lot more time on their hands because they would be recruiting right now. I would love to be at AAU youth basketball tournaments right now, but they can't either. And you got to find a way to grab their attention. They're not going to come looking for you unless you're the top guy and you're an heir to LeBron James or someone along those lines. You really got to get their attention. You got to grab it. And if you have a nice little highlight, you have some videos you want people to look at, send it to them. Send an email, send a text to your current coach. Find different ways. They're willing to help you out. I know my brother Dom and, Coach Dave Bennett and other local coaches, they'll be willing to help you out. Shoot them a text, be like, hey, Coach, what do you think I need to work on? And right now, I know I'm a shooter. Here's my time to work on ball handling, dribbling. You're stuck inside. You got to take advantage of it. What do you need to work on? So, take this time, use it to your advantage. Everyone should be getting better at their dribbling skills right now, at least their dribbling drills. But like I said, reach out to your resources that you have right now, because if you don't reach out to your resources right now, you're not going to know going into the next year. So the other thing I really want to highlight, and you may have seen my highlight video coming out there, because I like reviewing kind of games from the past year and seeing what I can work on. Obviously, I always stick with the shooting, and that kind of is my go-to. But I really need to continue to work on myself, driving and seeing the floor better and passing it off to people and assists. But you only learn that through watching watching film and studying your game or studying other people's games. So I've really thrown myself into this EuroLeague basketball overseas stuff. So if you don't have film on yourself yet, study the game. Watch some film on YouTube. Like watch something on YouTube. If you want to be a better shooter, watch some YouTube clips. So, you can't really get out and shoot unless you have a hoop in your driveway. Some people don't have that benefit. The next thing you can do, watch some videos. Watch some videos on stuff. Start, soaking things up as a sponge. Use this time right now where you're stuck inside. I know a lot of people enjoy being on their phones even before all this. Just go on YouTube. Go on some type of resource. I'm going to continue to put out some challenges out there. I know Coach Jake had mentioned that as well. Coach Jude, Coach Lisa are going to continue to do some great practices with the little ones too. But, study the game, really fall in love with the game at this time and, start thinking of new moves, try different things. Now's the time to get creative. You're inside. Maybe you don't even have a basketball. Find a tennis ball. Find something that just bounces. A tennis ball, trust me, that's going to help you out with your dribbling too because it's more difficult. Basketball is bigger in size. Yes, you can handle that in and out, but if you can handle a tennis ball, that's difficult too. That's why in the one video, I switched it up, tossing up the basketball, dribbling the tennis ball. It takes more concentration. Steve Nash, one of the greatest dribblers I think I've seen whenever I was growing up, he used to dribble a tennis ball around his college campus all the time. So it's the little things you can do right now to separate yourself. So we're definitely calling this time separation time, and we're going to see who's actually putting in the work. Coach Jake, myself, Coach Jude, Coach Lisa, we're all here to help you out if you want to work on basketball, if you just want to talk, anything, academics in basketball, because, academics are a huge part too. Focus up on the studying. If that's where you really want to go, hone in on the studying. If you have some time in between, do your rotation drills, do some dribbling drills, do something. Make the best use of your time. Trust me, it's going to help uplift you because being stuck inside all day is not fun. I cleaned out my garage yesterday, and I don't know when else I would have done that, but I just wanted to feel productive. So that happened yesterday, and, I'm just really looking forward to the time when we can all get together again as a group. And this has helped me appreciate, being around people more. I don't know if I ever really took it for granted per se, but it's just kind of a sad time, and it's okay to feel sad, but don't let that control you. So I just want to continue help, if I can help motivate you guys, do what you got to do to get better. Use me as a resource. I'm completely fine with that. If I got to be the middle person for a high schooler or someone who's looking to go to college and say, Coach Al, can you reach out to this person for me? I'll do that for you. I know Coach Jake will do the same, Coach Jude, Coach Lisa. We're all here for you. So just know that these people are sitting inside too. It's just, what are you doing with that time when you're stuck inside? It's okay to get outside for a little bit. I've been trying to jog around the block. I hate running, but it's my only time outside. So I'm doing what I can to continue to push forward. Hopefully you guys are too. I'm really looking forward to these Zoom sessions together. I want to bond as a team because I want to see this. This isn't just about this spring, summer. This is about moving forward. And I'd really like to continue to, I know I'd mentioned before, build a dominant program, and we're getting there. We have a nice little infrastructure now. We've got a lot of hype, and we've got a lot of good people who are supporting the dream. So I can't help but thank you guys, but let's see if we can build and bond together. We'll be sending out some emails, got a link for the Zoom already. So hopefully we all can get together, see who's working. We'll mix it up. We'll have some fun. We'll be right there working with you. So if you think this is a good idea, share this, share this around, because I really want to see if everyone can get on board. I want to make sure we have at least a good group who's all together and wants to continue to build on this. And this isn't just limited to DuBois' dream, because I want basketball in this area just to get better in general. So if I can do that, I've seen quite a few things. I've been a lot of places. I've done a lot of drills. I've seen a lot of drills. I've worked with, youth, 4 years old, even younger, all the way up to, NBA professionals, overseas professionals. I've seen a lot, and I want to help pass that knowledge along. I still got a lot to learn myself, but I know through this it's only going to get better. So this has helped us become more creative, and I know a lot of you guys got to be more creative. So we're definitely lucky to have cell phones and laptops and have these ways to connect with each other. So let's use them to our advantage. And although we can't have a real court and be on the court together, let's have a virtual court, a virtual basketball court together. Let's have this virtual DuBois dream, and let's try and get better each and every day. So please make sure you like, share, comment, tag people in this if they're willing, if they want to get on the Zoom. I'll email that out hopefully within the next 24 hours to see who's on board. Coach Jude, Coach Lisa will do their thing Tuesday. Hopefully we can get one together on Wednesday. Maybe Tuesday's the one we start too. With Coach Jude and Coach Lisa, they do that. We try and get a Zoom too. But most importantly, I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy. Praying each and every day that this clears quicker than possible. But we're supposed to learn a lesson, I know, from this right now. These lessons are tough ones. They're tough pills to swallow. I know I hear a lot of good stuff, as far as your test will be eventually be your testimony. So this is a test right now for everyone to see who separates themselves, who wants to continue to get better, who actually is kind of following these guidelines, and who wants to, bounce back quicker. So I'm hoping this Easter season brings a lot of positives. Unfortunately, kind of going to be separated from a lot of people. That's in the interest of health and safety, and you do what you got to do. You make those sacrifices, and in the end, it pays off. So there isn't really a shortcut to getting better. So hopefully you guys are all staying disciplined. You're working hard. And like I said, use all of us as your resources. Reach out to the people that if you're having a difficult time. Just connect with someone, reach out to somebody, and let them know you're thinking about them, because I'm thinking about all of you guys, and I really miss the Dream family. I can't wait to get everybody back together. I'm getting a little antsy, but, I'm staying patient right now because I know it's going to benefit us in the long run. So there are bigger and better things coming. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Like I said, hit the like, hit the share, tag people in it, let them know. Let's get this Zoom thing together. And, last but not least, I hope you guys all have a great Easter. And, I'll be thinking about you, praying about everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. And as always, dream big.